Hold Me Now is a song by British band the Thompson Twins, written by the band members. The song was produced by Alex Sadkin and the group's lead vocalist Tom Bailey. The song is a mid-tempo new wave song that uses a varied instrumentation, including keyboards, a xylophone, a piano and Latin percussion. It was released in November 1983 as the first single from their fourth studio album, Into the Gap. Released in the United Kingdom in late 1983, the song peaked at number 4 on the UK singles chart in November of that year and was certified gold by the British phonographic industry BPI in 1983, becoming the band's biggest-selling single and their first top 5 in that country. The song was released in the United States in February 1984 and became the band's highest charting single there, peaking at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in May, remaining on the chart for 21 weeks. In addition, the song topped Billboard's Hot Dance Club Play chart for 1 week in April 1984. Emotionally, it was written as the result of some argument that was resolved between Alana and myself, explained Tom Bailey in an August 2014 interview with Song Facts. We actually decided, well, this is an interesting emotional subject. What it feels like to get back together again after separation and the kind of ideas that come up and the way that emotion and physicality somehow are brought together. In 1983, after the commercial success of their third album Quick Step and Sidekick, the Thompson Twins collaborated again with producer Alex Sadkin to record Into the Gap at Compass Point Studios in the Bahamas too. Bailey and Sadkin co-produced the album including Hold Me Now, which according to Bailey had a very strong idea 3 behind it and was written very quickly. When they were going to record the song, Bailey said that he was excited, nervous and almost over-prepared for it. He knew exactly what instruments were going on every track. It took 3 days to record 3. Before the release, the song was remixed by Sadkin at Rack Studios in London too. About the process, Bailey commented, "You know what a great producer is. It's someone who takes great ideas and makes them into good records. In our field, great music is a hit record 3. The song became the Thompson Twins' biggest hit in America for 5, but at the same time it pressured the band to produce top-selling music even if they were not completely comfortable with that." As Alana Curry stated in an interview with David O'Riordan of the Spokesman Review 6, "The biggest trouble that we've had basically is that the song, Hold Me Now, was a huge hit. It was really big here. It was really big all over the world, which is great, but it was just an accidental thing. It was just a song that we wrote. But after that then, we got everybody managers, the record company on our back to write Hold Me Now Part 2, and pressing you to try and find a formula. But we can't really. We'll never find a formula for what we did. And that upsets some of them." Hold Me Now is a pop, new wave and synth pop ballad 7, performed with a hypnotic, swaying groove that features the sound of a marimba in the background. 9. The song is composed in the key of D major, with a time signature set in common time, and moves at moderate tempo of 108 beats per minute. 10. Bailey's vocal range spans more than 2.5 octaves, from A3 to F6. 10. While most of the group's previous songs have a dance-oriented sound, Hold Me Now has a mainstream piano-based melody but keeps the prominent bass line and Curry's Latin percussion of earlier releases. 7. The song is in a verse-chorus form, employing a simple melody. 11. The end chorus, which includes Leeway performing the song's harmonies, repeats for a full minute and a half, nearly 1/3 of the song's full length. 7 time signature set in common time, and moves at moderate tempo of 108 beats per minute. 10. Bailey's vocal range spans more th. 2.5 octaves, from A3 to F6. 10. While most of the group's previous songs have a dance-oriented sound, Hold Me Now has a mainstream piano-based melody but keeps the prominent bass line and Curry's Latin percussion of earlier releases. 7. The song is in a verse-chorus form, employing a simple melody. 11. The end chorus, which includes Leeway performing the song's harmonies, repeats for a full minute and a half, nearly 1/3 of the song's full length. 7. Originally, Hold Me Now received a mixed response from pop music critics. In a review of the group's album Into the Gap, Park Peterbot from Rolling Stone magazine said that the band took a new and drastic tangent, and that they have slowed it all down to bring the human factor into clearer focus, adding that Hold Me Now maintains a hypnotic, swaying groove that suggests reserves of pastoral contentment even in the wake of the storm. Robert Christgau, in a review for The Village Voice, said that the song is a classic on chord changes alone, even though Tom Bailey sings it, adding that nothing else in the album Into the Gap approaches its heart-tugging mastery. 12. J.D. Considine, in a review for The Washington Post, commented that the song's melody adds accessibility but could easily turn to dreary monotony. 11. 2 decades later, the song received positive reviews from critics. Jose F. Promise from AllMusic commented that years later it still sounded as fresh and innocent as when it was first released. 13. Stuart Mason, also from AllMusic, commented that the song is an unexpected departure from the group's previous dance-oriented sound, comparing it with Spandau Ballet's